With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down now, it's Jackson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. To throw, Vick. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And touchdown! George Kittle, 35 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. And I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed pass like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs. When necessary, they help get him out of trouble.
Ready? 70, Indy. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check. Yep. Mike. Hey, watch the slam.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Go. I got it. Get it.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game? One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2.
Hey, exit.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Randall dropping the hammer. These two teams all tied after one. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run with Jackson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
He was brought down by
To throw on 3rd down. Vick, this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd down. Vick. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Anthony Barr The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Let's go. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Like 22's coming, Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine. Go. 22. I got him. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
3rd and long for Vic. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Switch up. Hey, stand up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
On the ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Check it out, read. 25. Check 25. Slam.
From the gun, it's Manning. Got a man, it's Michael Irvin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
61. Matchbox lights. Go. Watch 55. Let's go. Shoot.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, wahoo. 55 to mine. Check.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Let's go.
Stenerud on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Manning now to throw. Incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Ed Oliver coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now Jan Stenerud on for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. Stenerud's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now a hit and a loose football. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close, sneaking.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They try again with Peterson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Okoye. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Vick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Vick to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A carry for the fullback. It's Corey Schlesinger. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you. And a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Schlesinger, the fullback. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
Here's the fullback, Schlesinger. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. An inside give to Schlesinger, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They'll run here with Schlesinger. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Soldier Field. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Vick. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Check 52, come on. Come on, move.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Vick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. He can run for it, and he will. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Little read option, the end result, the first down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
On 2nd down, Peyton. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Well, that play reminded me of Michael Strahan in 2001 when he was absolutely incredible. That was the year he set the single-season record for most sacks with 22 and a half.
And not surprisingly, Defensive Player of the Year that season. And he also led the league in sacks in 2003, 142 and a half in his career. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Peyton. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's Michael Vick. They set up the screen to Bo. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Vick. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touch. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Vick, and his throw here's incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Vick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, the tight end Kittle, has it on the left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On first down, Peyton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down now, Peyton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run on first down. Peyton, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Peyton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired. And
that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On second down now, Peyton. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Peyton. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On play action, Vick. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Tony Gonzalez. 32 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, watch it.
On 1st down, Peyton looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the left side. Peyton. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Here's Vick. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed, This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards. 13. Throwing, Vic. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get rush coming, and he's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They will indeed go for it. Vic. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Cunningham looking to throw. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Cunningham. Flushed out right. Finds a seam inside the 40. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down, Cunningham. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 36 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Vick now. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devin Bush coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Vick readies to throw, eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. They run with Jackson out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. From the 44, Vick escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Vick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin Bush able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here goes Vick on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Mike's 40. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check Mike 40. Short smoke. I got one. Ready.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Dickerson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Right back to him on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 3-yard line.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On second down now, Dickerson. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 3rd and long for Vick. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Now Vick's stripped. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect him. Means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, Dickerson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now Cunningham. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's get it. Ready. 40's a mic. Hey, let's get this. Get this.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack. On third down, Vick flushed out right. And able to haul it in is Kittle. That one goes for 24 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get... As the clock will stop with 33 to go in the first half. Its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now another timeout. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
To throw, Vick dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin Bush make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Single.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Vick, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, because remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard.
Hey, how's it going?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see
yeah,
when we
thank you,
kick it off in the
guys.
second half.
I was screwing around too much in the first quarter.
The delay of game backs him up.
I was trying to get used to what he's running, you know what I mean?
Now Cunningham.
Oh, I was just a little too far out.
He has it. What a catch.
I read it right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, we can do that.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his
I can hear you.
Otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
What's that?
Here's Cunningham.
Yeah.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Mean Joe Green able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Get that. Okay, there we go.
Gets to him again. Mean Joe Green.
I didn't get a chance to finish setting up my defense on that play. I'm glad that I was able to get that sack.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Ray Guy now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Yeah, I usually
offense
learn
now
about
at the line, ready for their next
week.
drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes
am I
they
using
throw
what?
Big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Let's get that break.
2nd and 8. Vic got an open man. It's Devin Hester. 15 yards on the play. First down.
My what?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Bo.
Yeah, pretty much offense.
Swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
95.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
It's like a 92.
Here's Jackson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, yeah. Definitely done.
Vic now from the 50. He completes it to Jones.
Ooh, he took a nasty
He's
snap.
got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys.
You already know, bro.
And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because
bro.
it gives you
I
a
have to get in
two-way
that
go.
focus
You can
zone.
break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Get that
Under a minute
momentum
to go
going.
in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A first throw for the backup, Wilson.
Oh, what? Why did you throw it?
That'll be caught by Hester.
That was supposed to be a slide.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, we knew he was close
That's
to the line
fucked
of
up.
scrimmage.
That's
He
fucked
stepped
up.
over.
Well, when you see him in that position,
Yeah, the
you
game's
think
just
he's
like,
become
nope.
a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can
Yeah, that's a 97 Russell.
Wilson.
Put him
Complete
in.
to Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10.
Do I got any what?
Mark him at the 5. Call that a
I got
very
like
strong
100,000
gain of
right
24.
now. Maybe.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the game.
Yeah, I can sell a couple
Second
people
and
for real,
goal.
for real. I got a couple ghosts to Madden that I'm not really hanging on to. Get in there. Let's get in there. Let's make this a game.
Taking it in from a yard out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
He's a 96 overall ball though. So I mean, I'm so used to it, bro. It's like I agree. Well, see, I've got Ray Guy because he's got the 95 overall upgrade. So
this will be taken very short.
He,
playing 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team.
He ain't want to get smacked right there. You see that?
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
He wasn't expecting this little comeback on the, you know, two unanswered touchdowns.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws.
Oh, I ain't got enough time.
Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch
go,
it.
Tillman.
And he stopped immediately there. Pat Tillman, the legend, in on the tackle.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed.
That's what. See, my homie just got banned for like a 1-month ban because of the same thing. He was a radio station in the background.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Alright, let's see what Jamal Adams can do.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Open
He ain't
man is
going
Hill.
nowhere.
He's got
He ain't
it.
going nowhere.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Let's see.
Cunningham to throw.
That's mine. That's mine. Oh, what? They cheated me. They cheated me, bro. Look at this. They cheated me.
They pick up the first there. That clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at
user
the clock.
lurked it and everything.
Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yeah, 4th down. I know he's throwing that cross route. He's hitting that cross route. Oh, what? Hit the ball, Dion.
Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard.
Yeah, they're
4th down,
cheating.
gain of 28 yards.
That's all
and the
good.
drive keeps going. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
See, on that one, I was thinking about hitting a swap, but it was just that quick reaction.
Try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Yeah. That was more of a quick reaction, hitting the triangle instead of the square, for real.
Second down and inches. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down.
Let's go, Strahan. Let's go, Strahan.
Michael Strahan.
Get in there.
In there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down,
yeah.
but they are in field goal range already.
I do the same thing, bro.
From the gun, Cunningham. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And I'm spying him too. It's just he ain't taking that middle no more because I am spying him. Yeah, he's taking the edge runs.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And effective running here. He'll take
Oh yeah, I got rid of him early. I had to. there was no fight in that Dickerson.
As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Yep.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football.
He'd be stupid to fake it right now.
And stopped them for almost no gain.
One touchdown. It's a 1 touchdown game after that. Yeah, I got 45 seconds to make a touchdown. Yeah, we're good. We're good. 48 seconds.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So
48 seconds. I got two timeouts.
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And he gave it to me short.
The other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape.
I just leveled Ty Law. Patrick Ricard. He gave him the business.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next
He didn't even know what the hell hit him. Oh, let's go. Goodbye.
How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts.
Get to that outside real quick to the clock. You already know. We're on that comeback now.
And let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here.
We got 48 yards and what? 52 yards to go. 52 to go.
Now Michael Vick. Jones has it.
You ain't gonna outposition Jones. That's a 96 overall Jones. I know he does because I got fucking Vic running the game on him. Oh, and Vic just got his fucking X Factor. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got
I'm either going to hit Hester on that right.
Throw and a good one.
Oh, I'm actually kind of glad Jones knocked that one down for real.
George Kittle, the receiver
I was about to throw a dot.
And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
He's gonna call timeout. He's scared. Look at this. He's scared.
With just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw.
Let's use the playmaker real quick.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Yep. 18-yard line. I'm going to hit Kittle. You already know I'm going to hit Kittle right over that H.
From the red zone now, Vick.
Oh. Get that timeout in.
Back at the 25. A costly save.
Damn.
They'll have to use a timeout here.
That shit got a little too close.
Penalty, they'll be looking
You
at
feel
one
me?
final play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Right there. Right there. That's what you do in something like this. That's what you do. That's what you do. You win. Let's go. Let's go.
Celebration is now just an extra point away.
Throwing them dots, boy. Throwing them dots.
Think about those who may have left the stadium a little bit early thinking their guys might not get this done. Oh,
Throwing
they
them
got it
dots.
done, and in a big way.
Throwing them dots. Throwing them dots. Come back, boy. You ain't know who you was playing against. That's what I'm talking about right there. Look, he know he's feeling some kind of way right now. He's probably like, what? How the fuck he come back and do that to me? He was up 14-0. He was up 14-0. Came back, held him to that. Look at that. He had that 7-10 first 2 quarters. Throwing them dots on him. That last play right there. George Kittle right over the top.
That'll do it for
Look.
us, for Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew. I'm
let me
You've
see.
been watching the NFL
I don't
on
think it's gonna
EA
let me right now.
Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream right there on that hot dot win. Yeah. Watch, I'll show you my little team real quick before I drop out. Yeah, that was a weekend league game. I wasn't fucking around with those weekend leagues. Okay. So this is what I'm working with right now. I could sell Lindstrom. There was one other one. Lindstrom and Devin Bush were the 2 that I was holding, but I was about to get the 3rd one and just complete the McLaurin set, and then turn around, sell McLaurin, and put Devin Bush and Lindstrom back into a 94. Yeah, most of my, they're all Nat. Bro, I got the same thing. Whole offensive line, team of the year, except for Kevin Malay. I got Kevin Malay. I pulled Russell Wilson like 4 times and just kept using him to resell. Yep. It's exactly what I did. No, the Bo ain't Nat. The Bo and the Vic are not Nat. But no, Julio's not Nat because I completed his set. Tony's not Nat either. I mean, honestly, I could go around. There's a couple I could sell. I could sell my Lawrence Taylor. I could sell the Devin Bush. I could sell the Lindstrom real quick over here. There's a couple of them. What promo they got coming out tomorrow? Oh, okay. That's starting. Yeah, that one is starting tomorrow. Okay. Let me have one. Yep. I'm gonna see if I have anything in the item binder that's not in my lineup, because I think I might have a couple somewhere in here. No, it looks like I'm using most of them. Like, I'm about to upgrade my George Kittle. I already got his power up ready. I got my Calais Cap. Okay. I got Seahorn ready to upgrade. Keekly upgrade. Yeah. Go ahead and end the stream real quick.